What, you want me to start the introduction? What, you want me to start the introduction? That would be cool, yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the South-Afrifur Pawdcast here at 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Well, 8 o'clock for us in South Africa. Joining us today is just myself, Ivic, Scratch from Cape Town, and Accretion or Anapa or Unpw or
whatever.
or whatever.
You cannot call me that. Whatever.
Yes. What was what? Did you play the song?
I played the song and then you just started talking.
Because I couldn't hear it.
Yes, you won't hear it because you're not watching at the stream.
True. Just said that you were playing this. Okay. That was an interesting song, and I believe that we're all attempting. It's muffin time. Welcome to it.
Okay, let me play it now.
Yeah, me
Yes.
neither, Alan. Are you a cow? What? No. Yeah, me neither, Alan. Are you a cow? What? No. Yeah, me neither. You guys want to go skateboards? Skateboards? Hey, what time is it?
It's muffin time! It's muffin time!
Actually, it's 12:30.
Nobody kill me! It's muffin time!
Are we done yet?
Actually, it's 12:30.
Nobody kill me!
Now we are. Alright. We don't have a topic like usual. So we're gonna ask you guys to just say random stuff and we'll reply on whatever you say. And we're just gonna sit here and chat.
Yes. Ask them questions, etc. Any case, so I mean, if all day long. Yes, that sounds like a great idea.
You're gonna
cool.
it's gonna start hurting after 8 hours.
Raccoon will most probably be doing a talk at Euroference. Wonderful for you, Raccoon. Speaking of which, Raccoon, who's got the stream going?
I got
yes.
the stream going.
Oh, right, of course, but I could hear my echo somehow.
Yes,
Yes. So, any case, Raccoon, in respect to like furry conventions and things like that, since you are randomly sitting around and listening to us because we're awesome-ish, sort of.
Ish.
I don't know. Are we all right? I think we're okay. I think we're all right. Any
I
case,
touched myself,
Raccoon,
so I'm not perfectly alright.
I think we're perfectly fine. I think everybody's perfectly fine. Any case, so Raccoon, I will need to speak to you eventually about that because what I'm actually looking at doing is, obviously, with the entire idea of sort of starting up the South-Afrifur idea of a con within the end. By the end of this month, we will have everything set up and everything like that.
Today is the end of this month.
Yeah.
No, the end of next month. Sorry.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Shit straight.
My shit is straight, always.
Cancer. Sorry.
You know what? Speaking in Afrikaans makes me think that you were talking about cancer. Cancer. In
South African
Kantla. Any case,
Let's not bring politics into this.
yes, politics is always the best thing to bring into a furry convention talk, or
Yeah.
Partly furry
It
convention.
sort of always happens everywhere.
Yes. So one of the things that I want to speak about is also the fact that by the end of next month, June, we will have most of the things set up in respect to bank accounts, etc., etc. We're still sort of conferring about the entire idea of having an external website for it. I know that some people aren't necessarily too happy with that kind of idea, but I feel that, in other words, to be able to what am I looking for? There's a word that I'm looking for. To be able to get other people from outside internationally also sort of semi-hyped about somehow contributing to the entire thing, it might actually be a good idea to have that, rather than have people from international sort of sectors, flooding the ZA4 forum, which would be an interesting idea. So, I mean, we're going to set up a Patreon. No, not a Patreon account. We'll set up a what's the other thing that's not Patreon?
Rocket Hub.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. We're going to start a Kickstarter account to help with small donation drives and things like that. And this is something that I kind of mentioned last week, where it was like, dollar hugs and whatnot, because in South Africa, at least, I'm relatively well known for killing people with hugs. It's not really death, it's just, temporary death. And if you've got a broken rib, I might puncture your lung.
You are the number one cause of hernias in this country. I'm just saying.
We never gave up on anything, actually. Like, the thing is that it's just been it's been a process getting everything ready, Raccoon. So there was nothing given up on. We were just on a temporary hiatus, attempting to figure out how we're going to do it. Yes, Ivic causes hernias. If you want a herniated
you are the
disc,
number one cause of hernias in this country.
yes. No.
Yes.
No. Normally hernias are caused by bros attempting to lift too heavy. In an attempt to get swole.
Bros.
Yeah.
Do we never use those words again?
Raccoon, those furs actually did come to SA. Neon Mushu pretty much helped them out in respect to a whole lot of stuff. It was actually pretty awesome. I met them on a dinner date, I think 2 months ago, somewhere in Pretoria, Joburg, before they went.
Wait, which furs is this?
The furs, the artists that came through.
What artists came through?
Like a big group of international artists came through on a a safari kind of thing.
Yes, alright, we know of that. Okay, I know of that. Okay, so a big group of international artists for a safari kind of thing came through, and Neon Mushu helped them out. Great. This needs to be mentioned in the podcast, eh? On YouTube, it's nonsensical.
Yes. Yeah. Unpoo? Could you put up a logo, or our logo?
Our logo?
Mm.
On the video, okay?
Yes.
Hold on.
So anyway, so that's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be happening throughout the next month. I've spoken to the people that I believe is that would be able to help out. One of them being Keldon. What are you doing in the background? It's
Who?
wow.
Plugging in my hard drive to get the logo.
Okay. So, any case, I've spoken to Yukon. His name's Yukon.
Yes.
And he's willing to in fact sort of open up a bank account in respect to his own business that he'll be running through for the South-Afrifur name. Since he is a private business owner, opening up a another section is actually something that he can do. That's actually pretty interesting. Also, the entire idea that we're upside down. Who else is upside down? Oh, you're right, you.
Me.
Yes. We're upside down because the thing is that our very, very, very first podcast was actually on, what was that? Yeah, well, it was Upside Down Dogs, but the thing is that we did it on
Ustream.
On Ustream, and pretty much Anapa was using a whole bunch of Upside Down Dogs.
Upside Down Dogs. Yep. And it was awesome. And
Hashtag Upside Down Dog.
Okay, shall we agree with these lists quickly? 2014 Ursa Major Award winners at Morphicon 2015. For Best Anthropomorphic Motion Picture of 2014, we'll start at the bottom. Number 5, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I think that the only reason why Mr. Peabody and Sherman ever made it into that list, and I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan, because I did watch it, I wasn't impressed. And I think that the only reason why that list was actually even there was, well, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Why
it was, I swear it was just to make up numbers. But granted, at third, we've got Lego Movie. What was the what were the character? What? Okay, fine. Yes, live action or animated feature length movies. That include what? What were the parameters?
No. I don't know. If it's Ursa Major, I'm supposing it would be something along the lines of Anthropomorphic. Although how far that goes is up to debate.
At number 4, we have The Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah.
At number 3, Lego Movie. At 2, How to Train Your Dragon 2. And then at number 1,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Agreed completely. Sorry, done and dusted.
Yeah.
Just the way it worked out, I could have guessed that.
Yeah. Best anthropomorphic dramatic series or short. Starting at The Beach Bears by Max Goof, The Trip to Alberta, chapters 137 to 170. Number 4, The Littlest Pet Shop.
Why haven't I seen any of these?
At number 3, Bojack Horseman.
I keep hearing of this, but I haven't seen it.
At number 2, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Okay, sorry for everybody out there, we don't mean to.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
number 1, and you will not believe this, Furry Force. Parts
What?
1 and 2.
Furry Force, the fucking
Furry Force.
short
Yes.
from
Yes.
College Humor.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
No, it does count. It's a short. Anthropomorphic dramatic shorter series.
Oh no. Be the one that literally plays the fandom in sort of the worst
And
stereotypical
that makes number 1.
depraved life.
That video, yes.
Oh my soul. The one freaked out into stopping.
Woo!
Gets a jetpack and goes, nope, and fucks all.
Scratch.
Yeah.
Best anthropomorphic comic strips. You might actually realize one of these is one of my favorites as well. At number 5, Doc Rat. At number 4, Carry On. At number 3, Save State. At number 2, fucking Freefall.
What?
Do you remember Freefall?
I remember Freefall.
Freefall was freaking amazing, and the one comic that I have been raving over for the past 3 months, House Pets, is at number 1.
Oh, I know House Pets as well. I don't read it religiously, but I read Freefall religiously back when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Freefall was good. Is it still going?
Yeah.
Wow. Good on ya.
Mm-hmm.
Good on ya.
House Pets is awesome. Best anthropomorphic game.
Unreal Championships 2.
No.
I'm
At number
guessing
5?
Dust is somewhere.
Dust, yeah.
Actually, no.
What?
Dust came out in 2013, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
At number
continue.
5, Freedom Planet.
Ratchet and Clank.
At number 4, Octodad, Dadliest Catch.
Crash Bandicoot.
At number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
But that doesn't count.
It does. At number
does.
2, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, jeez. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, well, what's the first one?
At number 1, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Okay, that makes sense.
Really?
It makes sense. I've never played it, but it makes sense.
Okay, fair enough.
And then finally, I'm just going through a couple that I think that we'd all be able to understand. Best anthropomorphic graphic story. N-Town. At number 5. Number 4, Further Heights.
I know for the Heights. That's
At number
cool.
3, Slightly Damned. I agree with that one. At number 2, of course, Two Kinds. And at number 1, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, I love your reaction.
That show can eat so many dicks.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Best anthropomorphic website, Furry Writers Guild at number 5. Number 4, Ink Bunny. Number 3, Wikifur. Number 2, Equestria Daily, My Little Pony speciality site. And at number 1, and I'm pretty sure that it ranks like every year around there. Yeah, Fur Affinity.
Well, for now.
Yeah.
FA will still remain probably the number 1 site for quite a while.
Yeah, and yeah.
It has to do with the content, not the
Yeah.
way it's laid out. It has to do with
I-
the amount of
I'd actually
content.
say that it has more to do with the amount of people that are still there.
In my honest opinion, is I would actually like it if okay, well, I'm not trying to diss on anything, right? But considering the technology, so furry is a really good site for the furry fandom, but it's just the content is lacking. I'm sorry.
And I mean, in all fairness, if I look at this, I mean, there are a couple of other things here that I would have liked to see in the Ursa Major Awards. I mean, if you look at adjective species, it has no mentions in respect to graphics. No, not graphic stories. There's nothing in respect to anthropomorphic magazines or published illustrations or anything like that.
Or
Published
studies. Or studies for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, for best anthropomorphic magazine, at 5 it's Alasso Volume 3 for Storage, Dog Patch Press, Thursday, Flayra, and Infernation. I wonder if they're ever going to open up, like, you know, a best podcast. Not that we'd really matter, but, you know, it might actually be interesting because, I mean, there are a lot of podcasts around, like, America. I mean, if you look at, Space Bear Sparks and his, goodness me, now I've forgotten it. For the Fur Media podcast, which has gotten a large amount of following over the past couple of like months and years. Maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe we could also. What do you think? Should we actually like, you know, put up a petition for more types of awards?
More types of awards.
Mm.
Good idea.
What type of awards?
Blogs, vlogs, and podcasts.
Are you talking about different things? Not okay.
Yeah. Things that we can sort of have Ursa Major, just a comedy. Yeah, Rakwen, I believe. Yeah, makes a good point. There's no need for us to. We're not trying to overthrow a government. We're just trying to make a suggestion.
Oh no. But I mean, like, seriously, how well do you guys know me? I do not just, you know, suggest things calmly. I go in full guns blazing, the works. You know, people die.
Yeah.
Like a dictator.
Like a dick.
Dictator.
With potatoes. Yes, no, definitely like a dictator. No, man. Yes, no. Obviously not petitioning or anything like that. It might actually be a good idea to maybe just suggest the entire idea. Say, you know, most followed by furries, or, you know, biggest up and coming. You know, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
In the movies,
And-
one that you mentioned just earlier, one thing that bothers me is that there's so many other anthropomorphic movies that people forget about. The older
Yep.
movies, including...
No. Remember, this is just for 2014, eh?
But did it have to be a movie that is released in 2014?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, I get it. Okay. Alright, so... Why does Guardians of the Galaxy number 1? I mean, there's just one... Okay, there's more anthropomorphic characters in it, but just one anthro raccoon in it that everybody
There's
just
an
thinks.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I agree with that point. I mean, like, if you think about it, Lego Movie had no furries in it, but the thing is that, however, it was anthropomorphic.
Yeah, it does count. So basically, it just sort of has to qualify for that category. And then if it's the best movie of the bunch, then it will win.
The category.
Yeah, what I don't like about it, that's like taking the same pull on whatever year Cars was released. Right?
That is absolute bull. Raccoon just said that, you know, Dust lost the award to frickin' Pokemon X and Y. Like,
Pokemon X and
really?
Y did sell. Pokemon X and Y did sell. You cannot argue with that.
But look, it's not necessarily about selling. I mean, like, the thing is that which one has a more immersing, or, yeah, which one has more immersion? I thought that Dust, like, and no Pokemon game can immerse you in the way that, like, you know, Dust could do it. I mean, I literally felt for every single character there. But then again, you know, I mean, to each his own, and I guess sales probably has to do something about it.
Yeah, hey, I'm not arguing with you. Dust was a damn good game made by a guy with a fantastic vision. But
I'm still hoping that it brings out a movie.
yeah,
Ratchet and
Well,
Clank.
maybe.
When is that movie coming out, damn it?
2016.
They
I'm-
said 2015, 3 years
I know
ago.
they did.
I'm still waiting for the WoW movie that's coming out soon.
Is there a WoW movie coming out?
Yes, they dude,
What do you mean?
they put up a screenshot of what the guy playing Orgrim Doomhammer will look like in the movie. It looks so good. It's like they're this like so true to the source material. It looks so good. So
They're running out of ideas.
Well,
I mean, at
what
first,
do you mean?
like making a movie off of a video game is like already. Now they're making a movie off of an MMO.
Well, there's a lot of lore in the Warcraft universe. I'm gonna have to defend them for that.
It could be good. It depends on how they play it out. It's just.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean though.
There were a few good. You know what I consider being good movies that is derived from video games, right?
Mhm.
People are gonna kill me for this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Tomb Raider, that wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a bad movie at all, right? Then there was the first Resident Evil,
Mhm.
and then now people are gonna kill me because everybody is like, no, the game is so much better than the movie. Silent Hill.
I never watched the Silent Hill movies. I
never played the Silent Hill games.
Nor did I, honestly.
You know, that's a rough sort of assumption to make, because the thing is that obviously the people who played Silent Hill would probably take some sort of offense to the movie because
I
it would
played the
stick
games
canon.
and
Or...
watched the movie. For me, the movie was better than the games.
Look, in all fairness, the acting of the girl. Wait, I did watch the Silent Hill movie. The acting of the girl right in the beginning made it really, really annoying.
Yeah, but it's a kid, dude.
Silent Hill, Silent Hill, Silent Hill, Silent Hill, and she does that for like a minute.
No, and then it stops. And
And
then
then
the
it's-
rest of the movie starts.
And the worst thing is that that kid never features ever again. At least not with dialogue.
No, the dialogue.
And I mean, look, I mean, the characterization of everything, the kind of like, and wasn't Liam Neeson in that movie?
I don't know.
No?
No, Sean Bean.
Yes.
Oh,
Sean Bean was in that movie. He died again.
dude,
Sean
Show me-
Bean dies in every single movie.
I just want to see one movie where someone goes in with that sort of being very self-aware about it, like Sean Bean going into a movie, not like Sean Bean starring in a movie, and he survives like all the way until like the post-credit cutscene where someone just like shanks him or he trips and breaks his neck or something.
Yeah, but then again, he also played it. Well, I mean, he didn't get shanked in Game of Thrones. For those of you who haven't watched this yet, he's still alive.
He's gonna get killed soon. Or maybe
No.
they keep him alive because everybody else dies in that show.
Yeah.
It shows, I don't know. I still need to get into that show properly.
No, I don't watch it.
Mm-hmm. Sean Bean is an awesome actor, though. I really like the way that he acts. Liam Neeson did, in fact, play that. And you know what? In fact, like, the thing is that if we look at really, really bad movies from 2014, there's always The Nut Job.
There's a shit ton of bad movies in 2014.
Yeah, but, like, we're
low-budget
looking at-
animation movies.
When we're looking at Anthro movies, I mean, you had a pretty good cast, if you think about it. I mean, you had, your quintessential hero who wasn't a hero, the guy who played in Dudley Doolittle.
Yes. I don't know.
The guy who played the dude from the first, second, and the third Egyptian-based movie, The Mummy.
Arnold Vosloo.
No, not him.
The other guy, George of the Jungle.
Yes, that guy.
That guy, the
Brendan-
guy from George of the... yeah,
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser played in Nut Job. I can tell you what the cast in Nut Job was actually pretty damn good. It's just that the movie was, well, lackluster at best. 5.8
You know-
on IMDb.
You know what to me had how much 0.8? What was the score?
5.8.
Oh, okay. You know what had an all-star cast for me?
5.8.
Yeah, I heard you. Am I lagging?
No.
No, I might be lagging.
Maybe. But yeah, you know what had like a pretty big all-star cast for me and like a lot of people didn't actually like snap it at first, at least as far as I can tell from like the people I know, is GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, no, fair.
That had a huge like bunch of really popular people having speaking roles in it.
Yeah.
Which is
But just to put this into perspective about the cast from the Nut Job,
Mhm.
you have Will Arnett, you've got Brendan Fraser, you've got Liam Neeson, you've got Katherine Heigl, you've got Stephen Lang, Maya Rudolph, Jeff Dunham,
Mhm.
and Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay.
You know what was the funniest, weird, surprising thing in a video game with the cast of the voiceovers? Halo 2 had Michelle Rodriguez as one of the people in it. You know Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and the Furious and Resident Evil 1 and...
Not really, to be dead honest.
Okay, don't worry.
Like I said, I didn't watch the Resident Evil movies. It didn't do it for me.
Did you watch the Fast and Furious 1?
So long ago.
So long ago.
The funny thing is that Raccoon's absolutely right. You find something like really, really huge, and you wait until like you get a terribly difficult boss, and you don't realize that it's the last boss and you've never used it. That is absolutely true. I play the same thing. I just sit there like spamming. I mean, if I look at say something like your very, very first the thing with a guy and the boy, he turns into a man, you're a hero, and you get like a little teleporter stone. I was really into that game back in the day. And then number 2 and number 3 were terrible.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a game, man. God damn it! Wow. Lost Chapters was the first one's name.
Fable.
Fable, yes.
Okay.
Literally, like if you were able to do, if you got time stop and you got the like either the holy thing that comes down from above or from the bottom, you literally just go time stop, armor, fuck everything.
Yeah, sort of. A lot of first-person shooter games for me are kind of like this. It's like you get something cool, you know you're not going to get a lot of stuff for that. So I always expend, if they have a system like that, I always expend points in stuff that doesn't use ammo. Like in Bioshock, I always just sort of spent money on, or spent plasmids on the stealth stuff and the melee combat stuff, and anything that doesn't make me use a shit ton of ammo. And then it's at the end I have this like backpack full of crap that I've never used, and the game's done. It's kind of shitty.
No.
Although one game that really annoyed me in that regard was Deus Ex Human Revolution, because I thought Deus Ex was this kind of open-ended game that you can play in whatever way you want or whatever. But then it turns out that the boss fights can't be like reasoned with. You actually have to physically fight the bosses. So I'm basically like this fucking comp sci master student going up against this thing that can literally rip me in two. It's super annoying.
You know where it started?
Where?
Especially in first-person shooters. Doom, Quake.
Mhm.
The BFG.
Yeah.
It's ammo.
But you get like 2 shots. Yeah.
yeah, like a few shots.
Non-existent.
And you never wanted to use it.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by like freaking crap from all over, and you're like, no, let's shoot them all with this.
No, actually, the thing with games like that is it's too fast-paced to do stuff like that. Like I'm thinking the same thing is true with what's his name, like the Redeemer from Unreal,
Yes.
but you get shot so quickly, like you just want to fire the thing off and then have
actually, in Unreal tournaments, getting the Redeemer is such a process compared to how quick the gameplay actually is.
Yeah.
So you have to go to this area and whatnot, and all that time, you're wasting time. And other people are getting kills.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't sit and fucking dilly-dally.
But then you get these guys that knows exactly when that gun is gonna spawn. They have like a timer set.
Yeah. Ugh.
They know exactly everything. When the U damage, when everything. Blah.
These freaking spawn camping people. Well, not spawn camping, it's the people who like know everything about these games. Kind of annoy me a little bit.
Next Unreal is coming out soon. And it's gonna be. It's that publicly created Kickstarter game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ambrose?
Remember, I actually saw a little bit about how it's gonna look because I have the Unreal Engine, so they released like some of the stuff. It's gonna be the old maps again, like again DM deck, right?
And a fucking two tower.
No,
Right.
not Two Tower. That wasn't in there yet, but Curse was in there. That was from the very first Unreal. DM Curse, right? CURSE, and
Yeah.
obviously Morbius again.
Yeah.
And a few other maps, but it looked fun. It's just I have to admit that I think you're gonna need a hell of a system to play it, hey?
Oh well.
Because
I
it
didn't even
uses Maxwell.
Oh, really?
It uses Maxwell lighting.
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
So you're gonna need a damn quick machine to play that. I'm talking freaking at least a 5,000 rand graphics card and up. Just because of the detail in the Maxwell lighting.
Oh yeah.
The lighting is the problem. It's like one light source. They put it where the sun is, and then it just reflects off of everything. And
Yeah.
and everything that has this certain the color or texture to it will reflect it a little bit more or whatnot. So it's everything is illuminated. That is the worst machine killing freaking thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Mm.
With the low detail, it ran, but I can imagine when they'd start putting in more polygons.
More poly. You need more polygons.
Yeah, they are gonna push it. Trust me, that these things today are really capable of running it.
Yeah,
For
I
those
ca-
of you who
I-
haven't listened to the podcast, by the way, next weekend we're going to have Shycroft on again.
Yes.
Yay!
He's
Think Bonnie had-
actually at,
yeah.
what's it, OFC? What's the furry con that people are at now in America at this point?
I don't know. Further confusion? What's going on at the? I don't know.
Won't be further confusion.
I
That's later.
don't know exactly what con is happening at exactly what time in America. I'm sorry, maybe I'm
Furthermore,
behind. Furthermore,
yes, in Washington, D.C.
Okay. Well, fuck. It was his birthday recently. It's super recent.
I did actually send him a birthday sort of message. He said, thank you.
Mhm.
Hooray.
As did
And he's
I.
also, I've actually been asking him a couple of questions in respect to who I can contact for,
a pink
bunch of
fursuit.
yes, definitely a pink fursuit with green undertones.
Damn, that's faggy.
You should get a pink fursuit, man. I know, but you're not pink.
Pink
I want to send Frankie. What am I talking about? I don't want to send it anyway. I want to airbrush him.
Ivic.
Hmm
Ivic.
Yes, what?
Pink and blue Alsatian and call him Bubblegum.
The pink and blue Alsatian that I'm going to call Bubblegum.
Yes.
Where can I get somebody with a compressor and an airbrush?
I ask myself the same question every day. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I
mean-
think that's yeah.
Or I'll
that's-
buy a compressor and an airbrush, but they need a house where I'm not going to annoy the living crap out of everybody because it's going to take quite some time. I mean, you're taking a white piece of fur suit, right? And I'm going to spray it red.
For how much?
Red. Why
Yes.
red?
$1,500 for that if you want to buy it.
Oh, you want to buy the compressor?
The small, there's a small compressor for like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. That's not that bad.
Then go buy one.
Yeah, but then I just need a place where I can actually do it here in Cape Town.
In your house. It's not very loud.
I'm not gonna freaking spray crap in my house.
Do it on your porch.
I can actually do it there. You're right.
I mean, like seriously,
Oh.
like if I know anything about living in an apartment, the one thing that you always hear over the weekend is somebody's banging.
I never heard that
And-
here.
and
Only when it's happening in my place, but
banging in the Bojack Horseman sense, or banging in the trying to force a nail into a wall thing.
Both.
I don't think we'll be able to hear banging anywhere.
I've heard. I've heard banging before, and I've already mentioned this on this podcast, but it took 40 minutes for the guy to finish. Moving right along.
You freaking creep.
no. Firstly, you asked me why red, because you're changing topics too quickly. Damn it!
Oh, sorry, yeah, red. Why red?
Oh, why red?
Because of that prodigy thing.
Okay.
So you want to make you
See,
essentially want to make your head look creepier than it already
I
is.
want to make it
Mhm.
as creepy as freaking possible. I want to remove the eyes and replace it with white eyes.
I
Oh,
would
God.
say yellow and remove the bottom jaw.
It's already yellow.
Yeah, I remember the
Why remove the bottom jaw? Are you insane?
No, I'd say make it yellow and remove the bottom jaw, and then like replace it with a metallic one, and then you can be Five Nights at Frankie's.
Five Nights at Frankie's. The red fox from the prodigy looks pretty cool. Let me find a picture and put it up. If I find this picture.
Zanduin asks where I live. I live in
The internet.
Actually, no, but that's just the thing. Like people would never actually believe that I live here. I live in Valhalla.
Oh,
Yeah,
I already
that-
know that.
That is actually a suburb.
It is actually a suburb, but the thing is that I live in Valhalla. I live like I think there's a road here called Fjord Street. Fjord. Sorry.
Of course there's.
Yeah, there's so many Valkyries banging in this place, man. Death by Snoo.
Snoo. That was Futurama.
Yep.
And it's actually a term that you can Google or you can search in E621 and you'll find Death by Snoo.
Oh goodness me. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing
Stop.
this? I can't. I cannot stop myself. I have just put in E621. I am oh god.
Stop
Death by Snoo.
Prevent yourself.
No posts match your search.
Death _by_snoo_snoo.
I thought as much.
It's like, god damn it, I was thought I got away with it. What a shortage.
Why do I know this so well?
No posts match your search.
No,
Thank
it
God.
should be there.
No, Death by Snoo. It's SNU.
Well,
Typing in
I'm
Snoo.
wrong. Nah. I'm not searching anything.
Yeah, well, this one's interesting, and it's from an artist that I know.
Oh, so you did find it eventually, okay.
Max
great.
Black Rabbit. Oh, really? Let all Valhalla know.
Why did it... Oh, yeah, because it was just from 2014. Sorry.
Yep.
Jazz
Is it-
Jack Rabbit, the game.
Is it Snoo with two O's or Snoo with a U?
Snoo for you. Jeez, dude, you haven't watched Futurama?
I have watched Futurama. Did they ever spell it out? Did they have it run across the screen?
I think they did. It
Don't
was
give me
the
shit about
episode
not
name.
watching cartoons, okay? I will.
Okay, I see what this means. People generally have their pelvis crushed. That's intense.
That was the Futurama joke.
Yes. Pelvic crushing.
Because it was like this large giant woman.
Maybe we look for Snoo like that. Okay, well, we'll look for Snoo like that.
I'm
All I know
still
is that-
searching for this picture. I have to find it where I actually stole the album.
You stole the album? Sorry?
I said I'm still looking for this picture. I'll have to find it where I stored the album. There we go. Jeez, it's hidden like so far away.
It's because you stole the album.
I don't steal,
Okay.
steal any album. I don't steal anything. I
S
purchase.
N O actually does it. Yeah. Snoo with double O's.
Snoo. Was it
That-
double O's?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was wrong. Sorry.
Hmm.
Alright, there, see that red fox? This is
Fuck.
so furry, it's just not even funny. Edit, see? Make it a little bit
That's safe.
smaller because it's covering our faces.
Wow, a reindeer killed. Oh my goodness.
And the music videos, the one is the fox, the other one is like this moose driving a bike with this other character that I don't know what it is. Freaking swear, Prodigy
There are
is,
flash animations here.
Prodigy is becoming more furry than ever.
Mm.
And the video for the one with the fox is actually the fox going around, right? The song is not that great. The instrumental is great, and then he runs around and he turns other people into foxes.
Okay.
Scratch, I found one that's topical to you.
Oh, what?
I'm giving it to you in private chat though.
Okay, fine.
Yes, Death by Snoozy. It's done by Gideon. Remember Gideon?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Use some loss.
Wow. I'm completely impressed
Um,
sometimes. I'm
By
sometimes underwhelmed.
by what?
By it's actually pretty amazing. Like the kind of art that people actually both consume and bring out. And the thing is that it's not necessarily that bad. Like a lot of the art is well drawn, and sometimes a little bit funny. Apparently, those people are actually doing the thing upstairs now. And the
Just
thing
stop
is,
creeping on your fucking neighbors.
I'm
I'm-
not sure.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not following you entirely because what are you talking about? First you're talking about one thing and then you're talking about another thing.
yes, I'm talking about the people upstairs moving things around, and not in the good way.
All right, okay.
Well, I mean, is there a bad way?
I
Oh.
suppose.
Where were our topic? Because we're like really like da 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 da. Here, there, there.
I don't know.
We were on your red fursuit head.
Yes, I want to airbrush it, and that's actually one thing that I want to ask people that might know a little bit about fursuiting. When you airbrush something like that, right? And you have to clean it. Is this airbrushing paint actually last on it, or is it gonna start turning back or fading back into its original color again?
I don't think it works the same way as hair dye does.
Yeah, because it's airbrush. It's like just a layer of paint on it, and all these suits that you look that has like shading in the tones. That's airbrushing.
Well, I mean, if you use and I'm getting this from a third party right now. If you get a
Use your words.
what's the word? If you get the powdered dye and then you brush it through.
Okay.
All right. But the thing is when you airbrush
I've
something
seen
like
this.
that, is you cannot just make it pure
Some-
red. You're gonna have to have red and black, and you're gonna have to shade it a little bit where it's required.
Yeah. No one said it was going to be easy.
Yeah. It would be cool if I know somebody that is really cool and good at that, and I'm putting it out there. If somebody wants to get paid to do something like that, I would pay somebody to do that. All right, my advertisement is closed.
Huh?
I like sort of.
You can draw. Why
Yeah,
haven't you
no,
responded?
What, me?
Yes.
Dude, when was the last time I used fucking paint for anything? Not even like the like paint program, but like I haven't done anything with regards to spray painting or airbrushing or any of that shit in ages. Actually, I haven't
To
done
make
at all.
it red is easy. I can do that. But to actually shade it a little bit, it's got to be the tricky part.
Ugh. I don't think I'll be able to do something like that without quite possibly fucking.
Fucking it up. Sorry, that's my drink. I'm just pouring a drink. If you heard that, slight liquid.
I'm on my second beer. Almost done.
I'm on my second wine. Wine.
third?
Wine.
My,
Well, for the podcast, my second.
my my flatmates got
Your
like,
fat mate
flatmates.
Flat mate.
Okay. Flatmates.
gets
My
by
flat-
snoozing.
No, they got like
Sorry.
they were like Friday night. They were digging around the flat for wine, and they somehow dug up 5 bottles of the shit. And I came back from just like sleeping over at my parents' house on Saturday morning, and we were supposed to go to EGESA. The one flatman was supposed to accompany us, and as I walked in the door, you just sort of hear him startling awake, and he came down down the stairs with this pained expression of, "That was the worst idea I've ever had." And you just see like wine bottles littered across the living room.
Yeah.
I love it.
But that's
It's
what I hate about wine, right? You finish a bottle quicker than you think.
Hmm.
Yep.
Literally, it's like...
And then you have the next one, and you
and
finish
then
that
you
one.
go to the next one. And the next one. And wine has this unfortunate effect of giving you the worst hangover ever.
It
Yeah, I can
depends sometimes, though.
I've learned how to smell a headache in whatever I'm drinking.
To smell a headache.
Yeah. Like this thing smells like a headache.
What do you think about Tipo Tinto rum then?
Oh Jesus.
That is a headache waiting to happen, and not just like a headache.
You know what the funniest thing is I just don't get a headache at all when I drink that crap.
I've never gotten wasted on it, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah.
I've gotten wasted on it, but you're
did
right.
get wasted, but if I didn't leave, we were close.
Yeah.
You remember that day? We were like, no, this shit is gonna fuck us up. I should go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of what's the word?
Oh, excuse me.
Well, actually, that reminds me of Friday night. We were drinking Rusty Nails, double brandy, and orange juice the entire evening, and then also had half a Rechmacher. Not a Rechmacher. It's half an attitude adjuster. By the way, Anpu, as soon as you're up this side, I'm taking you to this place. We're having attitude adjusters as our first drink.
What is attitude
What
adjuster?
is an attitude adjuster?
It is pretty much imagine all the clear alcohol, plus blue curacao and I think potency and some other stuff.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a headache. That sounds like a bad time.
It's all in a tumbler,
Even worse.
and literally you down it like a shot.
At least it's not as
'Cause-
bad. At least it's not as bad as this drink. Yesterday night we were at this my broadband meetup, and this one guy told us that he made the shooter once, and this is probably the worst thing. And everybody can agree with me that ever had all 3 of these drinks, obviously, knows exactly what I mean. A shooter consisting out of Jägermeister, right?
Tequila.
That's one. No, not tequila. No, sambuca
Ah.
and absinthe. That's like the 3 worst combinations.
No, you take
Actually,
that
you know what?
and then you layer some straw on top of that, and then
Yeah.
you
I can kind of one up that.
go ahead.
In a tumbler glass, and it's pretty much one of those, Jaeger bomb-esque shots. But the thing is that you have a shot of absinthe sitting inside a lake of beer.
Lekker.
Dude, seriously, the thing is that I'm pretty sure that Jägermeister, absinthe, and Black Sambuca, I would probably still be able to down and not be and be all right with it.
I wouldn't.
This-
I would literally. That taste would kill me.
I had one sip of this thing. I was supposed to down it like a shot, and the thing is that I took one sip because I didn't know what it was, and I smelled it, and I sipped at it, and I almost retched. Like literally, absinthe and beer do not mix very well. In fact, it tasted like poison. For the first time ever. And I mean, I've had a whole bunch of clean
Absinthe tastes like poison.
No, absinthe and beer tastes like poison.
Yeah, absinthe tastes like a fucking office plant.
No, but it has this strong freaking taste with it that I just can't handle. But I think that's maybe the reason why I just didn't like this idea that this guy mentioned, and I almost vomited just thinking about it. Is because those 3 drinks are the drinks that if I smell it, I get sick. And it's
Oh,
mainly,
wait,
and
hold
it's
on.
not because of anything. I used to be able to drink that. It's because I got drunk off of those 3
Yeah.
drinks before.
That tends to happen a lot. One of the worst drinks that we ever made when I was working at a bar was our Blackbeard's piss.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
no.
the hell? Okay.
I remember
Yeah.
that. That was
Scratch
fucking
does
gross.
remember it. The thing is that we only served it to people who we thought were brave
Dicks.
enough to do so.
So you served it to
Uh,
Scratch.
No, Scratch probably had a sniff at it, but the thing is that it's something that you don't do. Tequila, Jägermeister, and Black Label, all in one glass.
Why?
That's a bad time waiting to happen.
The guy who actually had that from us, and the thing is that every now and again he still came into the bar. We greeted him, and we asked him, "Would you like another Blackbeard's piss?" And every single time he said yes to it. Every single time he came back the next day and said, "Fuck you guys, why do you serve me this shit?" Because the thing is that he would find himself passed out in a gutter somewhere.
My grandma had a good expression for that, and you know exactly what that was.
What was it?
As jy dom is, moet jy kak.
Yep.
If you're stupid, you should shut.
Where's
Alright.
If you're gonna be dumb, you're gonna pay the price.
Alright.
Basically, what it boils down to.
Yep.
Let's get on a back on topic. Sorry for listening to the 3 alcoholics in the fandom.
I want more furries to come and drink with me.
We all do.
Look, in all fairness, the amount of furries that have drunk with me and have actually had to stay over at my house. So far, every single furry that has actually come over to my place and have been drinking with me, this includes my father, not that he's a furry, but the thing is that I think almost every single person aside from Asbjorn has had to throw up in my toilet. This includes me. This actually includes me because the one night we bought cheap sour shots.
Ugh.
We're just downing it like freaking like we were just sitting there going like cool no. And I just felt so sick that I was just like cool, toothbrush time, and ejected myself from that. But yeah, no, I think Dyer hasn't yet. But Keldon actually took a tactical chunder.
Yeah, tactical chunders are your best options.
It's a good thing sometimes, and those of you who don't know what a tactical chunder is yet, yeah, you literally just you force yourself to vomit, so that you can continue drinking.
So
Or-
you can continue, yeah.
Or in anticipation of like a bad headache tomorrow.
No, yeah, because you get the alcohol out of his stomach so that it doesn't get absorbed by his system. That's
Yeah.
actually what you're doing. Because if you're drinking that much, right? If you're starting to get drunk, right, and you continue drinking, there's still alcohol inside of you that hasn't been processed, and you're just continuing drinking, and that's actually how people suffer alcohol poisoning and whatnot, because they don't know how drunk they are or what the effect's going to be in the next 30 minutes that it takes your body to actually start absorbing this stuff. So yeah, so if you vomit, but geez, dude, that is you can't. Are you mad?
It's not cool, but sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah, it depends, especially when you're drinking probably some especially when you're drinking with people that is drinking you under the table. Drinking.
Yeah.
Then you probably have to, or if you're having a good time. But that to me doesn't sound like a good time. I would rather know. In actual fact, I don't like drinking that much. I don't like drinking that much. Nobody actually does it. Nobody that drinks likes to be completely pissed. They just like to be drunk. A little bit. You don't like to be completely fucked.
Yeah.
Because it's horrible. It's the most horrible sensation ever.
No, it is rather. Like I mean, the thing is that it's, and the thing is that the worst thing that could ever happen to you is waking up and needing to.
That, yeah.
That's-
You
oh.
get, in my opinion, you get 2 types of hangovers, right? And sometimes those 2 are together. The one is you wake up with a massive headache, right? That just you can't cut it, right? The other one is sometimes you wake up without that headache, but you have the shakes.
Yeah, that like.
I'm sorry. Did you say sex or sense?
Shakes.
Like
Shakes. Oh, of course.
Shakes.
But that's actually only if you drink, what's the word? Like 2 headache pills directly after that. The headache's gone, but you are weak as all shite.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but you literally shake. You can't even hold
And they do,
something.
and they do happen together, yes.
And then you get those two together, which is the worst.
I think one of the worst ones that I actually ever had was when I was that one New Year's party. Scratch knows exactly which one this one was. Apparently, they thought I was dead.
Yes, I know exactly the one.
I
would
passed out on,
elaborate. I would not elaborate.
I would not elaborate
for
on
your-
that either.
Yeah,
Many
for
many
your
other
own
things
safety,
happened.
I will not elaborate what happened there.
Yes. I still think that I'm suffering from that, by the way.
And we're still talking about alcohol.
Yes.
So seeing that we're still talking about alcohol, one last thing. Sorry, I missed it. There's a third type of hangover, and this one not many people experience, because you had to drink a fucking insane amount, and that is when you wake up and you're still drunk.
Yeah, I think that's what happened actually Friday with my flatmate.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact,
but-
Scratch, that seems to happen with people who actually live around you.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, I don't know if I'm a lightweight or something, but I go to sleep and I wake up feeling like shit. I've never actually woken up drunk still.
No, I have.
Like, the thing is that you need to drink until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
and then wake up about 9.
I'm the kind of person who wakes up with like a hangover that, a hangover that sort of is trying to kill you. It's one of those like hangovers.
Yeah.
That's what I end up having more often than not.
Did you see this comic from was it Raccoon that posted it?
I've seen both of them. They're awesome.
The one with the Xbox RRDs. It's real.
But Ring of Death is possibly one of the worst things to ever
I've
happen
actually seen that
to anybody
happen
with an Xbox.
3
Yeah, my-
Xboxes.
One of my
Funny
flatmates-
thing is that it only happens with people with an Xbox.
Never with my own. I had 2 Xboxes and not one of them ever RRD. But
Yeah. My flatmates did.
Is this the same flatmate that we're talking about? The one who had it RRD on him?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know which one we're talking about. Is this the same flatmate who was so hungover?
Yeah. Both of
Okay, I
the
know
other
exactly who
both
you're
of the other flatmates were so hungover.
Okay.
But yeah. Ooh,
drinking
pardon.
beer and vomiting, now talking about hangovers and shakes. Lol, oh my. Yeah, well it happens.
Yeah.
Drinking beer and vomiting and hangovers and shakes. Oh my.
And trust me, we're still drinking.
Yep.
We have a problem. We might need to see some people.
Yeah.
Like-
No. You've only got a problem if you drink during the week and you're alone.
Mm.
I used to have that.
That's a little bit of an issue.
Or if you want to stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop.
Well, as long as you're not
I
stupid about it.
No, of course, I'm never stupid. Wait.
I don't have a problem with alcohol. Alcohol is pretty cool.
I don't have a problem with alcohol. I sit down, I get drunk. What's the problem?
Yeah.
There's no problem at all. Talking
Yes.
about Xbox now. Yes.
Yes. Talking about Xbox now.
And now we're gonna talk about
PS1.
no, I never owned one.
Hmm?
I never owned a PS1.
I've never owned a PS.
Yeah, I only really have a Xbox 360, which I won. Didn't even buy it.
Yes. Because fuck you for that still.
I played Resident Evil on a PS1, but
I've made reclamations towards that, Ivic. Or sort of
Yes,
made-
have you finished watching all
Yes,
6
I
of
have. No,
Do you enjoy them?
not all 6.
Okay.
What did
Just
you
the
watch?
first,
What did you watch?
chronologically, that not no. Well, I mean, by release date, the first three.
Yes.
What did you watch?
Star Wars.
Okay, now I know you're gonna watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
God.
Stop asking him that. Like, in all fairness,
I'll
people
ask
can
him
actually,
until he watches it.
as a person who has watched Pirates of the Caribbean, people can go without watching Pirates of the Caribbean and live full normal lives.
Thank you.
Are
Thank you.
you
I
saying
appreciate
that it's a shit movie?
I'm not saying it's a shit movie. I'm just saying that it's not necessarily.
No
It's not.
movie is necessarily important.
It's not Scarface.
Well, I haven't watched Scarface.
Not The Godfather.
Exactly. It's not Donnie Darko.
I challenge that.
I was almost gonna say. I almost thought you were gonna say, nah, I didn't watch Donnie Darko.
It's not. Well, actually, we watched it together, so I know that
Yeah.
I can understand that he watched this. We just needed to watch it about 3 times.
It is important enough.
I am the man who knocks.
Oh, there's one. It's not Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad
I
is
don't
good.
know.
Have you guys watched Horrible Bosses too, by the way?
I watched parts of it with you and Eon.
I haven't watched like in Horrible Bosses 1.
You haven't watched Horrible Bosses 1?
Neither have I.
I
know
haven't
the
watched
premise.
Horrible Bosses anything. What is this movie? Why do I need to watch it? What makes it funny?
It's basically 3 guys getting together.
You need
and
to watch it to answer those questions, dude.
I hate you right now.
Who's this now?
Him,
Who's him?
not you.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, man, it's...
Look, you can stand to not watch it. It's not advisable. Because you will never ever get where is the rum gone.
I get it enough to understand what it means.
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
And
I-
guess what's inside
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, Rocky, seriously, there's no real, like, rhyme or reason to whatever the hell this is.
No, it's not just that. It's the movie is
it's dumb.
actually... It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It just gets very like, I mean, if anything, if it could go any further from, it could become the next Transformers if they just go one step further.
They
and
are going
add-
one step further.
If they add explosions and various large amounts of explosions, then it's
And
just
Transformers.
yes, just add Transformers to it. Yes, because who else needs metal gods in
And
the ocean?
Dinosaurs.
Pirates of Cybertron. Boom.
Pirates of
Next
Cybertron.
movie.
Exactly.
Hey, talking of which, as I was actually thinking about this while we were busy chatting, we talked about Lego Movie being an anthropomorphic character.
Huh?
Because
Oh.
they're anthropomorphic, but actually the Lego characters are meant to represent humans, right? You understand what I mean?
What-
I,
yeah.
I was thinking about this just now. Let's say you take a movie like...
Oh, Unikitty would probably have been the only anthropomorphic character there.
Yes, because
So
the
Unikitty
Legos-
actually makes it.
Yeah, because the Legos are supposed to represent humans. They're not anthropomorphic pieces of plastic.
But Unikitty was actually also the anthropomorphic
Yeah,
character.
I know what you mean. Okay, but my question is if you take something like the Avengers: Age of Ultron, and you consider it with in line with something like Five Nights at Freddy's, is a robot an anthropomorphic character?
Well, it's an
Yes.
inanimate object. Not inanimate, but like non-human object given human characteristics, and given the fact that AI hasn't advanced sufficiently enough for us to say that this hasn't passed the Turing test, let's call it that, I would believe that giving Ultron a human-like personality would be anthropomorphizing robots. Or
Theoretically, it doesn't need to be AI. It can be directly programmed. It's just not going to respond to any weird queries that you have. You understand what I mean?
Exactly, but he does respond to weird queries and he gets emotions.
Yeah.
He gets pissed off when he's compared to Tony Stark. Like, that's not really AI. That's anthropomorphizing a goddamn robot.
Yeah, I know. Okay. But have you ever watched the film Transcendence?
No, and I don't think I'd want to because it has Johnny Depp in it. Rocky, what are you true and knowing to?
You don't
I
like
didn't
Okay,
know.
no wonder you don't like Pirates of the
I don't
Caribbean.
like Johnny Depp as an actor. He's
You
not
have an issue with Johnny Depp.
A little
Well, you
bit.
should actually watch The Girl Downstairs or something like that. The Girl, the something.
But transcendence has this issue: is how do you prove that you're conscious?
How do you?
Prove that you are conscious
I don't know.
to somebody else.
I'm an engineer. I didn't have to deal with this kind of fucking line of questioning. If Team Fortress has taught me anything, it's like that I didn't have to.
It's one of those deep questions that technical people have trouble understanding.
How do technical people have trouble understanding deep questions?
No, it's like well, everybody has a trouble understanding it, while technical people tries to technically analyze it and see that it is actually impossible.
Something like that.
Just watch the Team Fortress video about the engineer. Meet the engineer.
No, I know it.
It basically comes down to, I solve practical problems.
That is a practical problem.
No,
That's
that
a
would-
problem. That's not
That would
philosophy.
fall within the purview of your conundrums and philosophy.
It's not just philosophy. That's actually a technical problem. That's a real scientific problem.
What? What are you giggling at?
It's gonna be a your face joke if you let me say it.
No.
Please, dude, please. You just want to veer me off topic when I'm talking about a topic. You just want to throw it
All
away.
I was gonna say is your face is a practical problem.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, well.
Eat a zillion dicks.
From Hell wasn't a bad movie from Johnny Depp.
Neither was. What other movies was good from it?
Well,
It was Scissorhands.
What's His Name? Gilbert Grape was an amazing movie with him in it.
Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
That was good. Did you not know that he was in that movie?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, I know he was in that movie.
That's
Corpse
why he's
Bride?
mentioned Sweeney Todd just now. Because we're talking about Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Sweeney Todd, it was okay. I don't like musicals, so nah.
I can stand musicals if they're dark.
You
I
have really
think-
loud cars.
Huh?
It's not really loud, it's just a car.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's literally making the bass in my freaking speakers go, whoo!
Turn your speakers down a little bit.
Okay, musicals are actually pretty awesome. In fact, there is one furry musical out there.
Oh, which one? Do tell me.
Well, there are many of those, but I mean, like, one that actually made it to Broadway.
I actually wanted to. I
Which one? Please tell me.
Avenue Q?
Huh?
What?
Exactly.
Avenue Q
Yes,
made it to
monsters.
Broadway?
The monsters in Avenue Q are anthropomorphic.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
not furry.
I
You
thought-
shouldn't say it's furry.
I thought you were talking about cats.
No, I wasn't talking about cats.
It has furry correlation, but that doesn't mean it comes out of the fandom. If something comes out of the fandom and makes it way to
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then
Broadway?
cats doesn't win either.
then and makes it way but if it comes out of the fandom and makes its way to Broadway, we will know about it.
You reckon?
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to goodness, one of the guys who does the voices for one of the characters actually sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Maybe just the guy. No, didn't the guy who did Kermit
That's
the
a
Frog,
musical.
like, toss out?
I still like that video that they did for Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
No,
That's-
the Muppet one.
That was really well done from the Muppets.
Mama. Mama, mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
Mama?
God, why do I love the Muppets so much?
Mama.
I love
Love
them.
Mm. Do you think would the Lorax count as a furry-esque?
I don't think Dr. Zeus counts for anything just because it's so random. So
I
like,
don't I would disagree. I think Dr. Seuss, if I can remember, and I mean the thing is that I used to have a lot of Dr. Seuss books when I was younger.
that explains a lot.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
What was she insinuating? You could actually have been seeing that explains a lot because you're a very complex and intelligent person.
no, that's bullshit. Not the way that he was saying it. I know this quite well.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, I mean, like, the thing is that, I mean, his characters did funny things, and the thing is that, in essence, if you look at a lot of mascots and furries these days, there is a correlation with the way that things like the Cat in the Hat moved. The kind of sort of like the stories that were told there were things that, like, I believe that I would have taken forward as a person who was in an all accepting society. The very fact that, you know, don't knock something until you try it unless it's green eggs and ham.
Because that's just nasty.
That's so nasty. And the thing is that none of the live action representations, like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas and the Cat in the Hat, actually did any of his work any good. It was
Any
horrifying.
What about non-live action like Horton Hears Who?
Horton Hears a Who and the Lorax were actually very, very good in my opinion. I mean, the thing is that the characterizations were, like, actually pretty good. The actors were amazing. They knew exactly. You know what? In all fairness, I would not be upset if somebody like not necessarily Adam Sandler, but I mean, if
No. Keep Adam Sandler away from any movie that needs to be good.
what about Hotel Transylvania? What about Hotel
Since
Transylvania?
Jack and Jill, right? I don't want to watch any other Adam Sandler movie in my life ever again.
What
That far back?
about Hotel Transylvania?
That far forward, I mean, actually.
Yeah, but wasn't Hotel Transylvania before that freaking movie?
No.
Hotel Transylvania, I didn't even like him in that movie. I only liked the fact that it had that werewolf with all the kids that are completely nuts.
And also the person, John Belushi, was the person who was his
And
voice.
actually, I only liked one joke in that movie, and that was when he actually shows the T-shirt that the one kid, as he smells, and she can actually give like the flight number that the guy is on.
Yeah, that was actually a good joke.
That was a good joke, but the rest of the movie, the music was crap, right? And Adam Sandler was, I'm sorry. Last movies, he did do good movies like Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, and those type of things. But that got old, and now they tried something that is completely.
Waterboy
bullshit.
was good.
Waterboy was good.
No ways.
It was good. The time it came out, it was good. It was at times comedy.
I kind of have to agree with him in that Waterboy was kind of a product of its time.
And then
In that case, Dumb and Dumber was good.
it was good.
The first one was good. The newer ones are fucking atrocious.
Well, anything that Jim like, I mean, the Cable Guy was good.
Yeah.
Was it Me, Myself, and Irene? No.
Yeah.
Me, Myself, and Irene was also. That was actually one of Jim Carrey's best.
Well, I would actually say that his drama actually outdoes all of his comedies. Like, I mean, what's it? Which one?
Truman Show.
Truman Show was amazing.
Truman
Look,
Show was a little bit
Dude.
comedy, a little drama.
seriously, look, if somebody from if an English department chooses to show the Truman Show as its introduction to the ways that, like, people actually format movies and the way that it actually preempted everything that was the Big Brother house and reality TV and is being used in, like, English, like, curriculums at university, then it must be a good goddamn movie.
What the fuck was Brave New World then?
I can't say I've watched that.
It's a book. Okay.
I can't say I've read that.
Never
Then.
mind. Never mind.
The thing is that when it came to movies, and remember, this is the 1990s or the late 90s, where people are beginning to sort of get used to the entirety of reality TV. Reality TV with what's it? Jerry Springer coming out and Oprah and Ricky Lake. And all of these are these stories about these people who are completely and utterly fucked up. That are coming out and then they're doing this and then they're watching these people fight because somehow it's entertaining. And of course it's entertaining, but the thing is that makes it very, very interesting. And that like
It makes
when
it very,
that was
very, very fucking shallow. It is an indication of how shallow society really is.
which is why I don't watch
Honey Boo
TV
Boo,
anymore.
all that type of reality fucking crap shit.
What's that other thing with the guys who are like from the middle of America, like somewhere in Arkansas or something like that?
Honey Boo Boo.
No, the other one with the two with like the family of rednecks.
Honey
Oh, you
Boo
mean
Boo.
Duck Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty is the one, yes.
I don't know it.
It's literally following people who make duck whistles. That's what the fucking name comes from. It's following a family of people who take pride in making goddamn duck whistles.
I'm gonna pull my car in the tractor pull. Let's go.
Yee-hoo! Yeah! Let's jump on some haystacks and see how far down we can go. I've got no idea what that was.
I didn't know what the fuck he just did there.
Yeah, but he actually did that quite well. Whatever he did.
Sound like a hayseed? Yeah, he does that well.
Y'all gotta come back now.
Y'all got to shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah, I gotta come back here. What are the Bill Hicks?
Yeah, Hicks is amazing. I swear, you know what? If Bill Hicks was ever part of a counterculture, it would be part of a furry. It would be part of the furry fan.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't even know why he says that. What you reading for? I don't
What
know.
you reading for? Yeah, I remember that one. But then again, of course, he also like in that same skit, he had Goat Boy.
That's,
Goat Boy loves young women. Something along the lines of that.
that's not scary at all.
And then of course no. I mean then of course there's this depiction of the devil, which if I tried doing it, no, it's not even that. It's yeah.
No idea.
Sorry.
No, you need to know a little bit about Bill Hicks too.
Yeah, I've watched zero Bull Hicks comedy.
I've watched all of Bill Hicks's comedy, but
I've also watched all of it.
I still remember that entire thing where he was talking about the fact that people wearing the crucifix. And then he's also like sort of juxtapositioning this with the entire idea of like of the death of John F. Kennedy. And he's like, well, it's like carrying a freaking sniper rifle around your neck and going up to like his wife and going, still remember, and then like doing this like
See?
firing sort of sign.
Yes, you see? Can you remember? Yeah, that
Bang,
day.
bang, bang! Back and to the left.
Yeah.
To the left, back and to the left.
Oh no, that guy he was revolutionary when it came to like I mean the thing is that there was a point that, and that was the interesting thing. Now also sort of moving on to the entire idea of counterculture and protesting and things like that. 1999, if you think about it, was the beginning of a massive revolution coming in from all sides of the countries. Every single area were upset about the different the things that were going on. And one of the most interesting things about that is that he kind of calls this. He says, you know what, people are going to start standing up and they're going to start asking these questions that don't exactly exist or that aren't being answered by, political parties and this and that. And this is exactly what he does. And he sits there and like he talks about this thing and he goes, and then we kill those people. We tell people that, life is just a ride. We stand up and we go, don't worry about it. Don't, lock yourself into your house. Don't buy guns. Don't do this. Rather focus on the people in Africa. Rather focus on, going to space. Rather focus on going to Mars or anything like that. And what we do with those people is that we shoot them.
Yeah.
Like, literally. I mean, and that's what happened to John F. Kennedy.
Anyways, on a lighter note, talking of comedians, that you said Bill Hicks is like somebody that I don't know how you made that connection with the furry fandom, though. I understand the devil depiction and whatnot. If anybody wants to see a good comedian, I don't know, for anybody that's still listening, this is actually a very popular furry, but I noticed that when I was in a meetup in Cape Town, that a lot of the people didn't know who this guy was, and I had to introduce them to it. You have to watch a show from To the Ranting Griffin.
Of course, but I mean, like he's, and
No,
also
there are people that don't know who To the Ranting Griffin is, and it is the same type of comedy. It's a thing called dark humor.
yeah.
Wait,
But
not-
Bill Hicks. I mean, Bill
Yeah,
Hicks
okay,
in
but remember, Bill Hicks is 1990s. He has a lot
1980s actually.
more. Yeah, but he has a lot more experience and whatnot. But Two is good, eh?
Bill Hicks has died.
Yeah, he's died. I know that. In the 90s.
1993.
Yeah. But he is good.
Stomach cancer.
Okay, dude. Anyways, two is a good comedian, but just be prepared that dark comedy is kind of the same as watching something like South Park.
Yeah, because it will eventually hit.
It will eventually offend you, whatever it is. Which is strange. Why hasn't South Park ever hit on the furry fandom? Ever.
Yet they've
I
gone
think
there.
I think it's a bit too small.
Yeah,
It's not-
Yeah, it's not mainstream enough.
Look, in all fairness, if somebody could actually write an article about furries in 2012 in South Africa, then yeah, I mean it's more than possible.
Yeah, but I think, like, for a group like us, we actually want that to happen, so that you understand what I mean.
Well, somebody did Furry Force. That's close enough for me.
That
College
was
Humor.
probably a furry, which explained exactly how the fandom looks on the inside. It's the same as that guys that did that song "Yiffin Hell Furfag." It was a furry that created that song.
And Cerberus being, as you know, he kills a lot of furs in his music videos. But the thing is that, like, I mean, he's got a Fur Affinity account, and it's actually pretty awesome. Like, I love that guy. We need to get him onto the podcast.
That would be fucking cool. I think that would be really cool if you can do that.
I will begin doing my thing.
Yes. Start schmoozing up to him or sucking his dick or whatever the hell it is you do so well.
What?
You heard me.
Yeah, we heard you. This is a kids show, man.
Oh, please. We've been talking about alcohol and throwing up for at least 20 minutes.
50.
20 minutes of the 50 minutes we've been talking about alcohol and throwing up.
True.
I want to bring out an album where all the track names is like furry innuendo.
Yiffin Hell Furfag is one of them, I'm
No,
assuming.
no, like Murr and.
Murr! Scritch!
It doesn't need to have that stupid names. Not the stupid ones, just something that is really something that you would only understand if you're a furry. You can't even.
Yup. Yarp? Narp?
That guy plays the Hound, by the way,
Yes, he does.
in Game of Thrones.
I thought you didn't watch Game of Thrones.
I know of Game of Thrones. Like, yeah, I know enough of Game of Thrones to sort of get by.
Well, at least he doesn't play Hodor.
No, shame, that poor guy.
Hodor. Hodor. Available now.
As what, audiobooks?
Yes.
Hodor reads the classics.
And
God.
now-
How is that not a thing yet, please?
And now Hodor reads
fuck hell, it's
1989 by
Yeah. By George Orwell.
George Orwell. Hodor.
Is that not a thing yet?
This needs to be a thing. This does need to be a thing.
I know.
Are
Oh
we
wow, I have Steam on my PC.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought I didn't have
You
it
thought
on
you
yet.
deleted it?
Mm.
Huh. Anyway, guys, it's coming up to the hour-and-a-half mark.
Yeah,
Really?
Um,
Ready?
it is.
thank Thank you for all listening to us ramble on about alcohol, random movies,
Movies, music,
music,
politics,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, To the Ranting Griffin. Watch To the Ranting Griffin. He's a good furry, and
Yeah.
he makes insanely good comedy.
Avenue Q.
Yeah, he's actually kind of good.
We actually have a list of what we were talking about. Avenue Q, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jaws of Dirt, drinking beer and vomiting, hangovers and the shakes, people banging upstairs,
People banging nails upstairs, people drilling upstairs, and people
Resident
banging
Evil.
upstairs.
Dust, and of course the Ursa Major Awards for 2014. So, in any case, thank you so much to Kinkin Zade, Victor, Rakuin, Rocky. Did I say Zanduin?
You said it now.
I said Zanduin now. Snow Dragon. I'm just trying to look through the comics. And then obviously there's people from G Talk or G Plus or Google Plus who may have been listening but not necessarily commenting. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We really enjoy you guys being here. Just remember that next week we have Shia on. I have arranged with him this week to be able to get on next week.
And for those that don't know who Shia is that huge pink cabot.
Yes. Also one of the members of Differently. Those of you guys who haven't actually checked it out yet, please check out Differently on YouTube. Possibly one of the more interesting furry things that I've seen in a while.
It's just very, very pink.
Very pink, slightly grey, and green and black.
And pink.
And large amounts of glitter. I love glitter. Have any? I should get glitter. What?
No,
What?
you should.
Yeah,
You
you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna dye my hair blue, and then I'm gonna just put glitter into it, and then I don't know.
And then
And they go to the
trans-
convention and hug people, and then they're gonna be more pissed off at you.
yeah,
Yeah,
then you
because all I'll do is you know what I'll do is I'll just rub my head against their chest. They
Yeah,
will
they-
never ever for the next 7 months not find glitter anywhere.
then you will have completed your transformation to a complete flaming homo.
Yeah. That level of yeah.
I will literally sneeze glitter on people. Yes, okay, this is done. This is one of the things that I will do.
Are you gonna drag a rainbow around?
Drag a rainbow around. What do you mean is that?
I'll have a
Something
rainbow
like that.
tail butt plug.
You can look like Nyan Cat.
No. Look, there's no such thing as a feline in me.
As a what?
Nyan Dog.
Nyan hamster.
Oh, so you're a hamster now, is that your new persona?
Yeah, I've decided that I'll be a blue and pink hamster, and I'll call myself Jeffrey.
Ivic Wolf.
Yes, actually, why not? I'll call myself Ivic Wolf, and I'll be a hamster. That
Yeah,
will
stick
screw with people's heads.
Stick to what you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, people, I think we're gonna cut the stream now.
Yeah.
It's good to have you on. Like
Thanks,
always.
Mr. P.
Thanks for putting up with our
Sure,
bullshit.
Yep, always.
Thanks,
Ah.
guys.
Oh, of course, and thank you for Doge and for Asbjorn for listening, since they say hello.
Hello.
Because they're constantly in my house. As Asbjorn just tends to sleep here often.
Ah.
And he pays rent.
That's cool.
I'm
Alright,
giving Doge
cool.
a look right now.
I need to rent my place out. I have 2 rooms.
Might as well.
Yeah, but aren't you, leaving soon?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you do come up this side, we could actually arrange for...
That I would actually talk about that with some people at a stage.
No, seriously, if we need to do this, then, then I can at least get out of the shit town that we're in right now without any internet. And, yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea.
We'll
We'll
chat.
put that on the cards.
We'll chat if I'm moving, because there might be something else in the pipeline. Some people from my broadband wants me, maybe, and not to mention that is I am also looking around for something else, but I don't want to make that entirely public, just because of the fact that
You just made that really public.
Yeah, no, but it's not really public. Nobody knows who I am. It's just I don't want to move to Johannesburg. I don't like Johannesburg.
Move to Pretoria.
Pretoria is Johannesburg.
No, it isn't.
Okay, I don't like Gauteng.
That's better.
Yeah. Make your prejudice clear.
Mm.
So yeah. But
So,
anyway,
yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Cheers,
sorry,
guys.
Sorry for everybody that I offended during that speech, but no, it's just I don't want to move. That's the problem. Anyways, so yeah.
Alright,
So, yeah.
Cheers, guys. Have fun.
Cheers, guys. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Okay.